Hello everybody, my name is Deku, and welcome to Knights of Guinevere, the pilots. This was something that a lot of people requested me to watch, but it was also something that I immediately saw and I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. This is going to be cool to watch. Specifically because I saw the princess motif and then some other things, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting. This feels like something that I can really dive into, the symbolism and analysis and everything like that. And, but I don't know actually what's going on. Social democracy is still capitalism, though. That's still the very notion of a mega corporation being so big that it can be considered mega and not, consolidated through the people's ownership of that corporation is still capitalism. But anyway, that right there, that's still going to be what this entire video is going to be about. We're going to be looking into it, the critiques of society, and the like. Because I actually don't know what Knights of Guinevere is even about, right? I thought it was about princesses and queens and all this other stuff. But apparently it's a psychological thriller of a planet-wide theme park in the clouds. What? That's really, really interesting. So, I want to say thank you to the paid tiers right down here, and then the Patreons over here. See that? The white names are all people who are free. The paid tiers are right down here, some of which are in the live chat right now, such as the fucking goat Saline. But if you want to support, you can do so down there. You can also join the Discord, discord.gg/DekuPirate. Has a custom URL. Put that into your little search bar, and you can join the server. We welcome everybody. If you're trans, queer, what I like to call the marooned of society, then come on and join. But let's get into this, shall we?
Once upon a time, and this was a very long time ago indeed, there was a princess trapped in a tall, tall tower and locked away by complicated machines that ran on blood and fear. She spent her days playing games.
A princess, a child, being trapped away in a tower, locked behind machines fueled by fear and blood. Wow, that's really symbolic. That's almost like how monarchies as an idea work. Keeping the institution of princesses and, forcing children into these roles of subjugation and subjugator and oppressor through the tools and mechanisms of fear and bloodshed that the state enacts onto other people to consolidate its power. That's kind of fucking awesome. If that's intentional symbolism, that's really, really cool.
Pretending she wasn't scared, but she was in dire need of rescue.
Are you hurt? Don't worry. I can make you better.
Olivia, dear, won't you come with me?
Holy shit. It's... Oh, fuck. What's his name? Oh, fuck. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? It's Walt Disney. No, it's Gomez Adams.
Go on, take a look.
It was beautiful. A world of possibility where
Oh my god, he is.
fantasies became reality. Where
You know, I feel so bad for ProZD about the fucking shit that he got into. People being like, oh, well, look at this. You got, like, all those fucking alt-right grifters being like, oh, see, look, this is what happens when you talk about, like, race and everything like that. Whenever, literally, you were taking out of context what he was saying. He was saying live action people should only be played by Asian people if the character is supposed to be Asian. And, like, yeah, no fucking shit. Unless you purposefully change the character's race, which itself is problematic because it erases the point and the symbolism of why they were those races to begin with. You should represent and give and have inclusivity and have the possibility for other races to be included instead of the easily accessible labor of white people. But also, like, this theme park idea is really, really interesting because theme parks as an idea are actually really, really cool. Like, they're festivals, they're places for people to gather, but they're also very liminal. They're very static and unchanging. And oftentimes, that's been used by a lot of different places to hide other things. I mean, Walt Disney himself initially wanted Disney to be a place for family and other things like that, but then over time started using Disney and this theme park and this mask of happiness and joy and like weaponize that to make people ignore suffering and then co-option of other places to make money off of it. And it was also, like, harming the workers there because the workers are notoriously continue to be underpaid, underrepresented. Unions and the like aren't properly bolstered in these places and in these theme parks, despite the fact that theme parks as a base concept should be very joyous and full of whimsy and joy to celebrate one another, to have fun and to laugh and to like get away from things, right? But the very idea that you need to get away itself is revealing of what's going on within society.
tall tales became indisputable truths.
It's all for you, Olivia. Everyone who comes and goes will eventually be under your watchful care. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope this can make up for... I don't think I need to say it. Olivia, your future can be as bright and beautiful as all this. Embrace it. Let your past fade away. You're here now. Do you understand?
Yes. Thank you for the present, Papa. Come, princess.
Ooh. Her papa is very dismissive, very interesting, very like, almost like he's trying to groom her into being a leader, right? Specifically to take over what he has set up for her so that whenever he's gone, his idea continues forward, right? Which in itself is corrupted because it's a singular sole person that isn't acting as a funnel, isn't acting with other people, but is solely acting and abusing other people by standing above them instead of standing with them. That's the difference between a good and a bad leader. Bad leaders use the people around them. A good leader is a part of the people around them and can focus and other things like that, right? That's one of the things that a lot of people misunderstand is that leadership is natural to humans, right? We're social creatures. We create hierarchies on our own, but whenever we weaponize those hierarchies, then they become dangerous. Then they can become bad. Then they can become corruptible institutions and the like, because the hierarchies are supposed to be loose, right? Where people can come and go, change, and so on, not overly rigid. And that's one of the things that is so weird about specifically the theory of great man. And for those that you don't know, great man theory is this concept of a singular soul group of people or a single individual based on something inherent about them, and something that is natural to them changes the course of history. It's them alone. And you might be thinking, I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but what about the people around them helping them? That's the thing. It ignores the people around them. It says that it's only them alone. It erases the collaboration of other people around them, even if it's mass movements or even just groups. That's like if I said that I grew my YouTube channel entirely on my own without any subscribers or without any community, despite the fact that the entire idea of getting big is because people joined and subscribed and liked my content. Yeah, it's individualism. The idea that only you as an individual matter, despite the fact that that itself is fucking stupid. No, everyone around you is not a stepping stone for yourself, nor does the world revolve around you. You are a part of the world. You matter to the rest of the world, and the very idea that now you think that only you matter is selfish, and now elevates you to being above them because now you're crushing everyone else around you.
It's our new kingdom. Isn't it pretty?
Yes, it's so very, very...
Shit! Security!
It's okay, Papa. They'll bring her back, and when they do, I'll fix her again.
Yes, it was so very long ago. And no one ever heeded the princess's prayers for rescue.
She was the princess. Oh my god. Okay. She's literally being pulled around by her gut, by her intestines. They have a literal internal connection to her that forces her to be moved around. That is such sick symbolism.
Will she ever escape? Will she ever find her knights?
They commodify her and use her image, but she is separated from that as a concept. Oh my god, hey, look, murder drones. Okay, wait. What are the... There's Pomni. Wait, hold on. We got Pomni, we got murder drones, we got... Alright, where's Gaslight? Where's Gaslight District? Okay, never mind. There is no Gaslight District. That was unfortunate. But like, okay, wow. Her show got canceled. That really radicalized her and showed how fucking bad the corporation of Disney is. But like, look at this, right? Literally everything about this is to shape her into being something that can be commodified and feel good. This point feels too violent. Center pupil keeps dilating, more appealing. All of these things are things that is actually used by modern corporations to keep people passive and to keep people as just consumers without deeply engaging with things, because it just appeals to their surface emotion, right? If something seems too violent, that's because inherently they already don't want something to engage with them deeply. They don't want something to question them or to challenge them. So something that seems violent, which is the idea of being questioned and challenged, whether physically, mentally, or in debate, needs to be erased because it can cause problems. And yet you see this here is that she seems to be alive. Like, she is actually like a human, but is also more machine than anything. Oh man, this is really, really interesting. This whole idea that she's on the face of everything, right? Looks pretty, proper and pompous and all this other stuff. And being pushed into all of these different roles. But every time she's just kind of left to rot, is a concept called alienation. That is where you are disconnected by what you do, by what you produce, by what you make, by what you are a part of. And capitalism thrives under that. And you can see this very blatantly here, the concept of alienation, where you are disconnected and you are only used for what you create without actually having a connection or reparations or even just proper credit to that labor and to that production that you worked for, is exactly what capitalism thrives on, because it can be extracted from you and then be made for profit. Yeah, like, genuinely, so much is being explained here. Like, all this graffiti on top of the fact that she's being commodified, and, like, it's literally talking about the very idea of commodification and the idea of commodity, which itself is something that is only being made for profit, right? It's something that is being created not because it can help people or because it can be useful or because it can bolster people, but it's being used to be sold and to be gained from. That is exactly what we are seeing here across all of this. And we can also see here that this definitely seems to be the like scenario of where, you know, like the almost like inclusive sort of liberal performativeness, where it's like, hey, look, a toy that looks like you, buy it, give us money. We actually don't care about you and your marginalization and your demographic. We just want to use it for it, right? Whether that be being trans, whether that be being black or Asian or being disabled. You see this all the time. The very idea of like American Girl dolls. Like, you can still like the dolls, right? That's fine, right? You can still like the commodity, but it is the reason why they are being created in the first place that is so devious and malicious. Chaos at the castle. A magical family vacation took a dark turn when a brother attempted a prank at Planet Park. Oh my god, it's Purple Guy. I bet they weren't expecting blood because they thought that she was just a robot, huh? Newborn babies born blue. Oh my god, probably because like pollution caused by the corporation. Our prince. Yeah, look, literally. The pollution from the fucking commodification and the creation of all this stuff that is forcing people to wear gas masks. But they still push out this veneer of happiness despite the fact that everyone else is living in such shitty conditions. This is fucking so cool because this is what happens in real life. Look at Disney movies. Look at like the MCU. Look at like any major pop culture thing that fucking Labubu, like anything that is seen as soft or family friendly and other things like that, it appears as something that can be easily given to ease suffering or to sometimes maliciously. It is actually made to ease suffering so that you don't question things. But other times, it is just a natural part where some people will involve themselves and want to, offer up art and the like, but because of the framework of production, of needing to be made for profit that they exist under, it corrupts it and is only used to basically give small moments of reprise, right? To help people momentarily, or to like offer, joy, because inherently the rest of the society they live in is constantly oppressing them and constantly hurting them all the time. And you see this, that like even herself, the princess, is the prime example of being the most exploited, the most oppressed, because she is being so heavily commodified under this guise of being this performative idea of being helpful or being nice and all this other stuff, right? And that as an idea is so deeply connected to what queer people experience, what disabled people experience, what people of color experience, neurodivergent people. All the time, we always see these things around us that say, oh, you are the people that are hurt the most? Aw, that's so sweet. Here's a doll that, represents you, that you can't afford, but doesn't it make you feel good? And some people will be like, yes, that does make me feel good, because they haven't yet properly experienced the rest of life that will continue to hurt them, right? It's fucking crazy. Wait, is the princess not the protagonist, or are you talking about the little girl? Holy shit, this literally is Owl House animation style. That's so cool. Oh, that's some interesting CGI. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find any references in the background. Wait, oh, I saw her, hold on. Right there. What's her name? Oh, fuck. Ragatha? No. Well, there's Pomni, another Pomni here. Murder drone. Pomni. Hold on, is there Jax? Is there any more, like, Digital Circus people in here? No. Jax, right there, there's Jax. Yeah, Mel, it's Mel, yeah.
Well, hello, little ones. I'm Princess Guinevere. What are your names? Francesca and Andrea from M7. What lovely names. Are you lost?
Wow. She has internal security and facial recognition. That's definitely not used to be predatory towards other people to ensure that things keep going the way that they are. Wow! She's a hologram, huh? Or a machine?
Thank you.
Many years later. I also really like the idea of knights, right? Will she find her knights? Because traditionally the idea of knights is a class order where they are basically just enforcers, right? But then the romanticized view is that these people are chivalrous. They question. They go against authority. and want to help society, right? Which is very much different than what actual knights were, because most actual knights were just mercenaries that were paid to do shit for feudal lords and kings and queens to continue oppression. But I have a feeling that the Knights of Guinevere are going to be kind of like helpers, right? They're not going to be people that are enforcers, but possibly might be people that try to help change the world.
Come on, I just need change for the vending machine. I'll tip you 10p.
Read the sign.
What? Crowdy? Me?
Don't do that.
Ugh, I went to school with you. You know me.
Thought I did till you started wearing that uniform. Crowning.
I'm not even administration. I'm an engineer. Junior engineer. Bottom of the ladder.
Which one did she need again?
Mercy.
That's a trans man right there. That's a trans man. Yeah, that's a trans man. I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's a trans man.
Chose your side.
Chose a job. Ass. I got rent. We are all victims of the park, but everyone's so busy picking apart each other, they don't see the corporate hand at the wheel. You think a cog like me has power? No.
She does have a point. She does have a point, like, where it's like, oh, what about, we're all in this together. Yes, we are all in this together, but there are also separations within that due to racism or due to hierarchy or people that are more exploited than others, that if you just reduce people down to like, oh, we're all a part of it together, we all are the victims here, erases the victimhood of other people. Oh, that's cool. But, yes, we are all victims. It is up versus down, but it is also left versus right, because there are people on other sides and other people that are still being oppressed by the corporate hand at the wheel that is... Yes, they are forcing other people to fight, but it's also not that it's people at the top maliciously forcing other people to fight one another. It's the very fact that people at the other sides agree with the top due to other things. It's hegemony, it's culture, it's the thing that says that, yes, this is the right way to do things, not because maliciously it's only corporations and corporate people making other people fight one another as puppets and removing the agency of their actions, right? If you are working for the state, yes, you are still being oppressed. If you work for the government, yes, you are still being exploited. But you are still a part of the government that is actively hurting other people. So the park that she works for that is hurting other people, she is now inherently a part of that system that hurts people.
No. I got more to say.
But that doesn't remove the fact that she has her own agency. That doesn't remove the fact that she can still try to do good, or she needs to make a living and other things like that.
Your attention's divided, man! Meanwhile, every new planet is getting terraformed, and soon there'll be no place untouched by the light of commerce and amusement-tainment. We got no choice. I got no choice.
She's so based, though. That's so based.
Screw Reggie. What does he know? You're a park engineer, D. Most people would kill to have that job. Besides...
Frankie, when did you buy these? Emphasis on buy. Oh yeah, boombox. Should have known. Well, let's get out of here before Reggie finds out you're
Leave! Damn it, Frankie! Your ass is gonna pay next time at Mahjong!
Hey, little guy. Need a tune-up? There you go. You too? Looks like your, who's a what's-its are out of calibration again. Easy fix.
No, I heard it. I heard it. I heard the fact about corporations terraforming other planets and that there won't be a single place that isn't touched by consumerism and other things like that, which is, yeah, absolutely. That's happening now. Like, But it's not planets, it's countries, Africa, that is being transformed into being something that is a commodity and consumer and, you know, all this other stuff. It is the highest form of capitalism, right? That's just, yeah. It does feel like a peek into the future because it feels like cyberpunky, right? And cyberpunk is a perfect explanation of like why corporations and the end decay of capitalism and then into fascism is so dangerous, right? And to anyone out there that is saying like, oh, what if we just got rid of some of these things and make it help people? Inevitably, the idea of reform, the idea of being like, oh, let's get rid of some of the things that are hurting people so that it can help us, is still capitalism. It still requires exploitation of a certain people. So if you ease the suffering of en masse of one people's, it requires the suffering of another, right? That's one of the reasons why, like I mentioned in one of my other videos, in the Homestuck video, that I said that why people felt so good under whenever, you know, children were being bombed in the Middle East was because we were stealing their oil, so that it was easing the suffering at home in America at the expense of even more suffering of other people. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to help people. You should obviously always try to help people and ease their suffering. But that easing isn't the only thing. It is only a step so that eventually the entire system that fundamentally requires people to be hurt and oppressed is torn down. And that doesn't mean that the idea of making things stops. It just means that the idea of making things isn't done for money's sake. It is done for people's sake and community and bolstering society. And also, it's not just the fact that one person and a group of board executives at the top run everything else. The people own it. The people work together to make the decisions because they are the workers. And they don't have people above them deciding. And then that works together with society and revolution and all this other stuff, right? You want to learn more about it? You can join the Discord.
Shit.
I guarantee that's a security camera.
What's going on there? Some more bullshit from work?
AG has me doing a week's worth of tests in one night. Want to kill myself.
Me too.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Why would anyone splice the facial controls into the environmental pipeline? It's not a very sophisticated solution.
What the fuck? That was so cool of her.
Hello?
Oh, nice. What fixed it?
Oh, a hunch.
Man, that's so cool. I got so much to learn from you. Then maybe I can get a job in the labs too, and...
This is so interesting where everything has a cutesy veneer on it. Like, everything has, like, a cutesy veneer on it. Everything has, like, this sort of, like, aesthetic of niceness, despite the fact that it all looks like shit. They live shittily and all this other stuff. And that's basically the peak of consumerism that you also see in Japan. Yeah, it looks cute, and it can look cute. You can like the fact that it looks cute, but you can also understand that the fact that it looks cute is so that people buy it.
We can work together.
Instead of just being cute for cuteness sake or for art's sake, it corrupts that art.
I just like thinking about that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, shit, it's morning already? Shit.
That's right, Andy! Have a good day! Go kick some ass! Show him who's boss! Fuck you!
They're literally living in, like, the head of the princess. Do you see that? It's like the destroyed head of the princess, but there's literally an engineer that fixes things with the princess living inside of it. That's what fucking cool symbolism, dude. Holy shit.
I better get to work too.
We just can't do it without you. Yeah, you can't do it without us. but now you're reducing us only down to the fact that we are doing something for you. This is literally peak propaganda of what was used in like wartime America, right? Instead of it being like what Soviet propaganda was, where it was, oh, we're doing it collectively, we're doing it together. It's now this idea that it's putting the production of the princess and the park first, without, it's basically just the idea of being like, hey, we're acknowledging you, but you actually don't have any agency. Unlike the other form of propaganda where people actually did work together and they did have agency. Whoa, she had a fucking missing arm. And based on the way that, like, there's a scar there, I guarantee it was a work accident. And she didn't get any reparations. She didn't get any sick leave, huh? Your safety, what did I just fucking say? What did I just say? What did I just say? In the background there, it says, your safety, your responsibility. Holy shit, I clocked the fuck out of that.
Hey, boss man! There's something caught in the net!
It's really interesting that she is like doing multiple works all at once. That's what happens when people let corporations trample all over them. The bar drops to hell. Oh, no, yeah, exactly, right? And that's one of the reasons why we have concessions in the first place. That's what they are, concessions. Things like paid leave or maternal leave or anything where, like, social welfare of being like, where it's like, oh, we can do one thing. It's because we fought for it. But the moment we stop fighting for it, they will get rid of it because it can help for more efficiency of gaining more money and more social clout, more capital, more fucking everything, right? And it bolsters them, and then it allows for ideology in the rise of fascism, which is the furthest stage of capitalism, where it reaches its decay point and turns into pure ideology that reproduces itself, right? And that's one of the reasons why you don't stop at reform. That's one of the reasons why you don't stop fighting whenever you just have, you know, like basic income or other things. You have to keep fighting. You continue pushing back. You continue until the entire fucking thing is torn down so that you, the people, can decide how it should be run. And also, it doesn't just devolve into anarchy, where it's just everybody separated, but everyone is working together. It is a new form of government. It is a new union of people that is deciding what needs to be produced, who is where, because they have the abilities to do so. People are having the dignity of working where they want to, or just having the possibilities to engage with society and be a part of it, instead of being pushed to the margin lines and the underclass and the precariat underclass, as I call it, of the marooned, of people that are left behind and denied the very idea of being exploited in the first place. And that also doesn't mean that money disappears either. No, it doesn't mean that, like, the idea of trade and buying shit. It just means that the relations and the social ability of what defines it in the first place changes.
Frankie! Frankie!
What?
Stop gawking at the park!
What a bunch of fucking waste, dude.
Sparky, what? You can't even see me right now.
I don't need to see you to know you stopped working. Your precious park ain't gonna have crap to melt into different crap if we ain't hauling up scrap. So get back to it. And I saw that too.
Very interesting. It seems to also be talking about like gig work, right? Where you are suffering so bad to like survive, you have to do like 3 different jobs at once.
Yeah, usual spot. Tonight, get sifting, Frank. Eyes out for the good plastic. The keychain factories are getting desperate for materials.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Yep, same price. Nope, there's no damn repeat customer discount. Fuck's sake.
Holy shit, dude. Dude, holy shit. Wow. Wow. This show isn't just going into like capitalism. It's not just going into like the system that's bad. It's going into everything. Police brutality, the criminalization of being homeless and not participating in the system. The idea that if you can't survive, if you can't be exploited against, you don't deserve to exist. But you do deserve to exist. Your existence isn't predicated by the fact that you can be usable. It's the fact that you can have potential for greatness to help one another, to have greatness of yourself, to have the ability to just exist, right? And this is what I mean by the marooned, right? Those that are homeless, those that are pushed so far to the margin lines that the very act of them existing, like trans people, queer people, the homeless, people of color, neurodivergent, disabled people are pushed so far to the margin lines that they're discarded as being useless. And because they are useless, they shouldn't exist. But you should exist. Because it's not what you produce and the fact that you can make more money that matters. It is the fact that you can just help one another. You can exist for yourself and for others. You can create art. You can just be. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's the princess that got dumped and escaped. Also, by the way, welcome, Peachy. I was like so fucking caught up in like thinking about all this that I just like didn't acknowledge you. Hi, welcome. It's been forever since you've been in here.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Holy shit. Is that?
A Guinevere android. I don't recognize the model.
Oh, who gives a shit what model? This is gold!
What? You're just gonna sell it?
What you expect me to do? Share a cigar with it? Oh, shit. Can it?
I was just
I really like how the cops are made faceless because, one, it helps protect their identity and removes them of agency of their actions. Much like how ICE cops nowadays wear masks so that we blame the entire thing instead of blaming individuals, which you should do both. It is both individual agency and the system itself that is the problem. Are they robots? Because it doesn't look like they're robots. It looks like there's people underneath them.
thinking, Spark, I could fix her. Get her working again. Because if I do, maybe I can get an engineering job like Annie's in the labs, and I could... Careful!
No fixin'. No labs. I don't want you involved in that dreamland crap. Those lab rats are always up to their necks in sick shit. Trust me, they're some of my best clients. Don't worry, you'll get your cut when we scrap her for parts.
Whoa. What's going on?
We've found traces of your princess. She made it to the surface this time.
The surface? No. My poor dear Guinevere. She must be so confused and lost. Bring her back, won't you? Oh, bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Please, I have to fix her again. I'll do better.
Oh, this... wow. How many fucking years into the future is this that the princess, like the little girl, is now like old and decrepit? Well, I mean, literally the kids that we saw in the beginning are now like middle-aged, it seems, because like one of them, Annie, I think her name is, has like gray hair and shit.
This time.
Shall I call security?
No, they won't be able to handle this.
Whoa, that's really fucking cool. Look at those dudes.
I need him.
Sun and moon. Oh my god, sun drop and moon drop.
You're polishing the wrong scepter, Crowny.
Hey, asshole! I'm just trying
Oh, thank you. Bye-bye, Peachy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
to get by like anyone else. Just because I got a job in the tower doesn't mean you can treat me like... doesn't mean you... Sorry. Hope you feel better. But also, fuck you!
See? She's working in the tower that causes that shit to happen. You need to understand that. There's levels to it. There's levels to it.
Oh, why hello. Didn't notice you there. Come closer. Meet some very good friends of mine. This is Guinevere. And Guinevere. And yes, this is Guinevere as well. The beloved monarch of Park Planet. If you can believe it, there are as many Gwens as there are stars in the sky. And every one of them draws on the same magic to remember everything. So wherever your journey leads in the park, every princess you meet will recall the same cherished memories of you. Our Park Planet engineers work...
Wow, it's almost like that's not very dangerous at all, to have something constantly remember everything about a person and individuals in a mass surveillance system.
tirelessly to create the ultimate experience for our guests.
She doesn't really look like any of these models.
Doesn't matter what model she is. You need to go back for her. Yeah, the princess is the princess. All monarchs are usurpers and descendants of usurpers.
God, what?
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like, she's not helping them on, like, a big, large scale, right? But that's the thing, is that it's not just the individual. It comes down to the mass of individuals, right? Because it's not just one government worker that commits genocide. It's hundreds and thousands of government workers that all work and decompartmentalize and do their part that, like, funnels it, right? But again, it's one of the things where, like, if you can if you can at least understand that you are a part of the problem and can try to do something with that, such as understanding, educating, and, like, instead of just, like, reprimanding people for being like, oh, Crowny, you work a part of the system that is, like, actively hurting us, but then you're like, oh, well, I'm just trying to get by. Instead of just being like, oh, I'm just trying to get by, you're like, yeah, sorry, I am. Is there anything that I can do to help you, right?
No. Sparky's my boss. I can't just steal from him.
Do it, Francesca. Bite The hand that feeds. Think of it this way. Is it stealing or is it rescuing?
Please tell me that's psychosis.
Oh, what do we have here?
Hey, you eat yet? I'm thinking sad girl dumplings and bathtub brew from Sunny's Pub, cause yeah, today sucked.
Yep, it is psychosis. Hallucinations.
She seemed sad when we locked her in there. Couldn't move or speak.
Who's locked up?
But are my tools good at
Andy dishes. You can very clearly see that, like, Andy is, like, neurotic. I'll put on captions, okay. She is very, like, neurotic, right? She's almost constantly doing busy work. She's constantly keeping herself busy.
enough?
Frankie?
And Sparky's just gonna chop her up? Ugh, what an ass!
Frankie, is Sparky chopping someone up?
Andy? Andy! Perfect! Amazing, Andy!
Frank, you have to tell me if Sparky's doing something illegal.
Cute!
You have to tell me if he's hurt someone. In the last 8 hours?
Andy, I'm just messing with you. But you got security clearance, right? You gotta get me into the labs. I need a repair halo for this.
Well, for what? Tell me what the hell is going on.
Better yet, I'll show you.
Holy shit. A Guinevere android?
Right?
I've never really seen one like this. It looks really unusual and old.
And I can fix her brand new.
Better bring it to security. Maybe there's a reward out for it.
Why not bring it to security after I fix it and see if I can't wow anyone? Know what I mean?
Are you saying you're willing to risk jail time to be a corporate crownie like me?
Remember when we snuck in the park to play that crane game? We didn't get the doll, but we met a real Gwen. That memory is still...
Because, yeah, sometimes... Yeah, because they are in poverty, and it's also even more, like... It's even more, like, dramatic, but also, like, tragic, because her hallucinations are based on, like, the cutesy consumerist mascots that she's around. She has, like, no other framework for hallucinations, that her hallucinations are just of the cutesy things that are constantly around her. But, like, yeah, sometimes people... It does come down to you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. If you have to survive, and the best way for you to survive so that you can eventually end up helping other people, or even just help yourself to survive, your family, is by getting a corporate job or a government job, yeah, that's sometimes what you have to do. But there's also levels to that. There's a difference between becoming an engineer and then becoming a cop.
So vivid. And now you make stuff that gives other people memories like that. I just think that's cool as shit, D. Right, Guinevere?
That's right.
She looks so cool. Like, I don't know why it seems like she has stitches suddenly and, like, bruising, and then, like, how did half of her hair get taken out? But wow, that's so fucking cool. These, like, spires, and then they're like, oh, that's so fucking cool looking.
Come on, Andy. You can do it. I believe in you.
Damn, dude. You really gotta get away from your desk.
Yep, security.
Well, ain't this a fucking howdy-do? Andrea, Franklin, you taking my prize hog for a night stroll?
Sparky, this looks bad, but...
I'll deal with you in a second. What is this, Franklin? Mutiny? Am I not doing right by you?
You were just going to sell her, man! To one of your nasty clients. This is a real chance for me.
To do what? Shine some shithead shoes in a fancy tower till you choke on the fumes? Know what some nasty client affords us? A second ship. Fast one, for you. Maybe even a third. That's a whole goddamn fleet with you as a captain. We both know the money ain't in scraps. It's in exotics.
Lack of gratitude.
Give it a sniff, Frank. Might chill out your rowdy ass.
I love you for that hard-headed spirit, kiddo. I do, but I can't show you special treatment. Especially because you're you.
God, you're always so dramatic in front of the boys. Whoa! Stop! You're gonna damage her!
Oh!
Stop biting me! Fight back proper! You stole my boat. You stole my android. And now you're throwing a tantrum like a child. You know what happens when you break the rules.
Holy shit, it's fucking like pliers made out of teeth.
Don't you dare.
This is a stupid move, Andrea.
You're calling me stupid? You're about to sell an actual Guinevere android for scraps. You have no idea what you have.
Yeah! And you hit like an old man, old man. Oh, wait.
No. That was good. Let's make a deal. You let us fix it. Working model. I bet you could sell it for 10 ships, huh?
I get why Franklin's doing this, but you, what's in this for you?
Because I want money. Because I got fired. That's the truth.
Fine, fix her up. Make.
That's also really symbolic of the fact that, like, she kept defending her job. And then she got replaced. She got fired.
Her shine. Then bring her back to me. Deal? Well, business calls. Franklin, Andrea, I'll be in touch.
You know, I thought that went really well.
You wanna know something? Is that, what's his name? Sparky and himself is no different than the corporations because he's trying to exploit and abuse these people for money. But he's also a victim too. God damn, look at that. Holy shit.
Welcome to the lower labs, where abandoned projects are left to rot. That elevator should take us where we need to go.
Money wasted on projects and it's not recycled or, you know, used? Too realistic.
Last chance to turn around.
Look what I got! Want a race?
You know, when I first watched this, I didn't think that I was going to go so deep into all the symbolisms and everything like that. And, like, the connections to real life oppression and everything. I thought that it was going to be more like a funny kind of, you know, in passing thing, like I did with Milgram, right? Or like with Alien Stage, where, like, I mentioned it once or twice, you know, but it was more just like the entertainment and then being like, oh, this is really cool. And all that. But now here we are, fucking an hour in, and the episode's not even done yet.
Did you really get fired?
I really got fired.
They're idiots. Hey, maybe they'll take you back after
Please don't cheer me up. But even so, even after all this crazy shit, I have a good feeling about this plan. I think this will really improve things. What now?
What is it? Is it one of the security bots? Oh, you know something? I bet they're gonna fix her, and Guinevere is gonna pull some really cool shit. Wow. Holy shit.
That thing was
Big? Yeah. Security?
no. I would have known about something like that. I think. But the Gwen droid.
Screamed. Yeah.
But they're not programmed to.
Scream. No. Do you think she was trying to warn us?
Goodly ladies, arrest thy steps. Thine hearts I wouldst make mine.
It's after Gwen!
Frankie, behind you!
Liquid nitrogen coolant bypass. Ooh, freeze that shit. It seems like organic. Oh ho 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 ho!
Rise, Lady Frankie! You gotta save the princess. Get up, or you're all gonna die.
Hello, little ones. Are you lost? Is that your parent or guardian? I see. Well, you've been such a good friend to me.
Oh, come on, do some cool shit.
For you.
Oh, come on, do some cool shit.
Frankie! Frankie! Come on! We have to get to the elevator!
Oh, oh, that smile.
Helped us! We have to help her!
How?
Oh. Oh, that fucking mech is dead, isn't it? Oh, this is gonna be so cool looking. Come on, show it to me. Oh! Knights of Guinevere, but she's the knight helping them. Oh, damn. They're fucked up. It's very cool that her uniform was damaged by the very thing that the uniform represented. That's very cool. Ooh. Is anyone there? Rebooting.
Hello, Francesca. Hello, Andrea. It's nice to see you two again.
Francesca and Franklin. That's really interesting that the names are changed. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. And it seems like there's going to be like a focus on action too. Oh my god, this might be the best glitch production. Oh my god, this might be the best. This might be the best glitch production. That's fucking peak. That's fucking peak. That's awesome. That's so fucking cool. Like, I love that because one, it talks about real harsh shit, and it gives me a way to talk about that and make it digestible to you out there who probably sees this and is like, that's relatable. I wonder if there's anyone else that understands that relatability. Boom, that's the relatability. I'm telling you how relatable it is. And then we can come, the community forms around that. But then also, it's really fucking entertaining to watch and just see, right? Because it's just, you know, the fucking action and the design and everything. It's so fucking cool. Yeah, this has the potential to be the best glitch work production. And people might say like, oh, well, isn't Glitch a company? Isn't Glitch a corporation? Look, there's a difference between a corporation that's like Disney or even just a small company like Glitch that, you know, is a production house, right? 3 ladies fighting a mega corporation. That's a good premise. No, literally. Like, that's fucking awesome. That is awesome. It'd be even cooler if, like, it goes into, like, you know, starting, like, a revolution and, like, other things. But, like, we focus on just the 3 because, obviously, it's a story, right? And, you know, there's always going to be, like, small, like, groups that are doing, like, big major things and not just everyone doing big major things all at once, you know, consolidation, all this other stuff, right? So that'll be very cool, right? That'll be very, very cool to see. They're an indie corporation. They have, like, 200 people. Yeah. Which, at that point, technically corporation is whenever it is an entity separate from the organization of the people, right? That's what a corporation is. Despite it's one of those legal things where it's technically the corporation is an entity itself, not a group of people, despite the fact that it's the group of people itself that is running the company. And that's one of the reasons it's like, are they an LLC, limited liability corporation, or company, or whatever? But yeah, it's very, very interesting. And also the idea of, like, technically corporations, as in just big businesses, will always exist. But because, you know, the bigger things get. But it's the way that it works of specifically corporations as a legal entity separate from individuals and its workers. That is one of the most fucked up parts about capitalism. Obviously, everything about capitalism is fucking bad. But capitalism didn't invent the idea of companies or big businesses and other things like that. It's the idea of monopolizing for profit that's the bad thing, and then the exploitation and all this other stuff, right? Whether it's a organization of 100 people or fucking 200,000 people, as long as they all have equal say in everything and working together, or there's a committee that represents them and they're not being exploited, it doesn't really matter the size, right? It's kind of like the idea of trade and like a market, right? Those weren't invented by capitalism or corporations. They can just exist, and it's human nature to want to, like, fucking share and other things like that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. That was fucking awesome. If you want to support me, so that I don't become part of a corporation, because I will never become a part of a corporation anyway, Patreon memberships, as low as 99 cents and $2.50 a month on the Patreon. Or you can get the discount where it becomes like 50 cents or something like that. There's also super chats, all that other really cool stuff. You get your name listed, you get your name read out. It's all really, really cool. Also, join the Discord if you need a safe space, if you want to learn, if you want to be able just to have a place to come together and to talk with one another, or just be interested in fandoms and all this other cool shit. Discord.gg/DekuPirate. Come and become a pirate. It is the best way to work together. So, bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you to the members and patrons, aka the Ultimate Fleet. Saline, Peachy Bun, Sleepy Sheepy, Lolo Bartazal, Finch R, Eminelli, Bell, Lily McMillan, Henri, Shira, Angel313, Andrew Ortega, Ariana Henry, Yoan, Test, Helen, Miles Morales, Buglarka Bagi, Another Dragon, Moonze W, On You, Lind the Vocaloid Nerd ARG, Distar, Leah, Yui Izumi, AT, Chocobo/Chris, Annie, Shen Guang, Number 1 Ash Bradley fan, Michaela Malone, Gondala, Haruka Sakurai, It's Hope, Mealy, Sin Amon Klein, CEO, Ori, Questionable Decisions, Indami Sochiro, Shali, Purest Failure, Shelly, Joe, Futa Kajiyama, Nami WP, Kaku, Gukan, Mono, Cerulean, Brixie, Undying Flames, Nail, Rookie Go Boom, Pregnant Valentino, Hey, Makoto Kayano, Luca, Lunar Eclipse, Valis, Tivita, Anna Beatrice, Lodikosi Kos, Ariana Scroggins, Zahara Yavuz, Lidit Katrayan, Hania Jakuwaska, Maria Rosales, Saiva, Game Roblox, Catherine Stacy. And now, a very special thank you to the paid tiers, starting with Fresh Pirates, Yui Izumi, Shelly, Angel313, Haruka Sakurai, Flowers, and Amelie.
And Lentil Soup.
And now for the crewmates, Saline, Makoto Kayano, and Shelly. And finally, an enormous declaration of veneration to the highest paid members, Shelly. If you wish to support me, you can do so through the links in the description down below. You are all a part of the crew, but only some get recognized. You can join for free or become paid through the links in the description down below. It's as low as 99 cents or $2.50 a month. Thank you so much.